I said I'm in Long Beach, Cal, and I'm hearing it. 3823, Kansas City, Missouri. Be that dirty turd. Dirty turd, Long Beach, and what's that?
Definitely got you.
I put a big power cord on it. He's about 200, Roger.
Where's he at?
He's over here by my house, over by my
I give Charlie Brown's teacher a whole lot of credit. He definitely keeps trying.
It's just warm up down here. There's no ice. It's all ice up and water now.
I just like to swerve in the lane for the fun of it.
Today. Oh, there's 74 come on. There's you can see skip land is quite active today. 824, 741, Northeast Oregon, waving back. I heard a radio check out there. Radio check is working. Stephen. Shake the bird. Keep the bird. And that we got the part to start, but you don't know what you're going to do yet. Stupid. Whatever, 1980 runs 19, radio wants to know what all them big people out there come on. So I won't be a short trouble. Radio. And then I woke up. I see go down the road and the big boys, come on. Just radio. Radio get that like a little 2 hour. Burning hurt. Come on. Better in your eyes as hand back. Pretty hard. Y'all know who you are.
Break, channel 19. Break, channel 19. Somebody else is keying up. Seven coming.
It's working. It's working.
Yeah, Clan.
California. Did you say Western Kentucky? Did you say Western Kentucky's out of Raji? You're still getting out. Mother Nature's kind of dropping out on us, but you're doing fine. California is waving to you.
Somebody answer the phone. He's still rolling?
Do what?
I got a stuck injector, driver. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, well, I've been holding my nose back here and pulling everything in through this AC that got fixed a while ago. Ah, damn, I want to die back here.
Go ahead. Oh my God, I can only imagine that dust is probably bad.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is. Just got to keep on cleaning it till it goes away.
Yeah, probably grab that cabin filter out and blow it out.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you got AC, old son.
Yeah, both of us got AC now. We're fucking ready to ride.
Yeah, come on, Clyde.
I think he hit the rascal with the hobo stick. Yeah, you know he's in trouble. That kind of picker will take him down. Yeah, you loosen him up with that hobo stick and put that ninja chop on him. Oh, it's over then. Rascal probably got a hold of some of that moonshine. Oh, you're going to put the juice on it. He may have to use that ninja chop.
Terrible.
Well, I guess it did work. Back up.
Shut up, Bald Eagle. Nobody wants to hear you.
Bald Eagle waving from Chin Oil.
Squat to cot. Yeah, Bald Eagle squats to pee. Yeah, it's working, man. Southern California, shaky ground, 1701. Just told you that. Copy on that. 1701, shaky ground. We're standing by.
Hey, what about you? Do alright, baby.
Listen at it, Bald Eagle. Am I stepping on you?
Shut the girl!
Hey, 590 Mississippi, 1701, shaky ground, waving a big high five. Damn it, man, all that garbage still out here? Mud ducking, come on. Radio station West Side, Mojave. Check you out. Right back. Good. Hello, yes sir, 350, no problem. Hello, yes sir. 010 DRI, working this Carnage, 4300 dash 300. Ain't no doubt about it.
Ain't no doubt about it.
Break 19, 707 California, waving a hand. Copy that, big money in Texas. Appreciate the way back. You're making a fine trip to California, man. 707 said so. 707, reading the mail. .707 is not located in LA. I'm in Northern California. Hey, Razzle Dazzle, 707, California, waving a hand. Hell yeah. Damn, old Skip finally died down. Where's everybody at the big town tonight? Come on, wait.
24/7 mini grass. 24/7 mini grass. Getting on up.
24/7 mini grass. Where's the hell are they? Come on.
Snake not getting out.
What the shit is going on out here, huh? What is going on? Hey, can I get a radio check? Go ahead, radio check.
Hey, Sam, radio check on the schedule.
Thank you, man.
Back on your crack now.
Yeah, man, this thing won't start squealing now. Oh, yeah, you got some conditions out there, Southern. You got some conditions. 379 Minnesota here. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, where's everybody at? Come on back.
radio check.
Hell yeah.
Hey, nobody got a fucking radio out here. Let me get a radio check, bitch.
Wedding change. Hey, 1, 2, 3, Louis, waving. I don't know, you might be one of them rump rangers, you know, one of them gay community outreach guys. Are you talking about me?
Officers arrested Stephen O'Leary Monday. Now the former deputy is being held on a $1 million bond. With the Martin County Sheriff's Office was falsified, meaning people spent months in jail who didn't belong there.
I've been out here about 20 years with Louis, so I don't know what to tell you. Right there every now and then. Hey, 1, 2, 3, South John, we sound like you had us in front of the CD radio. So, Ron, I just stopped in to say hello.
To a developing story in Coleman County, the Hansville Police Department is now being called a criminal enterprise after the chief of police and 4 officers were hauled off in handcuffs. Arrested on drug-related charges and tampering with evidence.
I'll see if I can't control that.
On why those officers are considered a threat to public safety. All has more on why those officers are considered a threat to public safety.
Oh, man. Got that going on. Got that anti-popo shit out there.
A developing story in Coleman County, the Hansville Police Department is now being called a criminal enterprise after the chief of police and 4 officers were hauled off in handcuffs.
Must be California bullshit.
Was that too fast for you?
To a developing story in Coleman County, the Hansville Police Department is now being called a criminal enterprise after the chief of police and 4 officers were hauled off in handcuffs.
What the fuck?
Back to blue. Rotten Republicans will do anything to deflect me from exposing government criminals.
Arrested on drug-related charges and tampering with evidence. WAFF 48's Noah Cowell has more on why those officers are considered a threat to public safety.
This investigation started when Chris Willingham was found dead from an overdose while he was on the job at the 911 center in August. We now know that he died with a cocktail of drugs in his system, including fentanyl. As of today, we learned that some of those drugs came right from the Hansville Police Evidence Room.
Damn it, man. Fentanyl, you been over there, meth-head Jones? Come on.
There's a rampant culture of corruption in the Hansville Police Department, which has recently operated as more of a criminal enterprise than a law enforcement agency.
You gotta back the blue, no matter what they do.
Detective out of Maryland, whose name is Ryan Christopher Hall, has been arrested because this man admitted to essaying 2 little girls. This man admitted to essaying 2 little girls and also having thousands of images of CP. Thousands. Blue Lives Matter. Is this your man's? Blue Lives Matter. Is this your man's?
An elected law enforcement officer out of Clark County is accused of breaking the law. Constable Glenn Witt is charged with drug trafficking. His arrest citation says he was recorded making a drug deal. Constable Glenn Witt is charged with drug trafficking. Constable Glenn Witt is charged with drug trafficking.
Well, back the blue.
Don't nobody give a fuck about hearing about goddamn child molester. Take that shit down to the trucker channel.
The law. Constable Glenn Witt is charged with drug trafficking. County is accused of breaking the law. Constable Glenn Witt is charged with drug trafficking.
Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law.
I've got all the boot-licking Republicans in a tizzy. They're all triggered.
What the hell is he talking about?
I don't know. It's all the Democrats that's out there breaking the fucking law.
Yeah, they're a bunch of fucking fruitcakes.
Good evening, and thanks for staying up with us. I'm Richard Ransom.
And I'm Pepper Baker. We begin tonight with a
talking about child molesters and all this and that.
resource officer busted with sexual assault and rape.
His name is... Oh, what a surprise.
Oh me, oh my. Hell, they ought to just have the fucking priest at the Vatican do all the po-po shit. Hell, everybody knows them damn cops. Something wrong with them anyways. Hell, they beat their wives up and all that bullshit.
An Adams County deputy is facing a misdemeanor charge of child abuse. 30-year-old Robert Joseph Slater Sheets was arrested by Brighton police Tuesday. According to a release from the DA's office, Sheets' wife brought the 34-day-old infant to the Children's Hospital Friday morning with injuries to her face. A doctor
Let me guess, the po-po did it?
An Adams County deputy is facing
Yeah, the po-po did it.
a misdemeanor charge of child abuse. 30-year-old.
What the hell's going on out here, huh?
I'm simply shocked.
I'm not. Hell, that shit you're playing ain't nothing new. That shit's been going on forever. But they don't never do nothing to them. They keep that shit quiet. Just like them Catholics do. They keep it quiet.
Our top story tonight, the school resource officer facing sex crimes involving a student off the job in Durham County.
Keep it on the down low.
These must be some of the good cops the bootlickers keep telling me about.
There's a lot of good cops out there, but there's a lot of them fucked up retards that got in there and their minds got all twisted up.
Edwardsville city leaders describe Nathan Pryor as a good 4-year officer with their police department. But what the patrol officer was accused of made the city of Edwardsville take away his badge without pay this weekend, pending a final decision. Johnson County prosecutors have charged 31-year-old Pryor, who lives in this Lenexa apartment complex, with sexually assaulting 2 teenagers in Shawnee back in August.
Who's playing all that shit?
Edwardsville city leaders describe Nathan Pryor as a good 4-year officer with their police department. But what the patrol officer was accused of made the city of Edwardsville take away his badge without pay this weekend.
Take that shit to the trucker channel.
Yeah, you hear that, bootlickers? He was a good cop until he got caught.
Take that shit to the trucker channel.
Who wants to hear the California bullshit?
rather sit here and listen to a bunch of static than listen to that goddamn shit.
And a lot of police according to the sheriff's office, investigators told 11 Alive that Officer Lionel Dealey and the woman met the same day of the assault. Investigators, Dealey identified himself as an officer conducting an investigation and then assaulted her in her home.
Thank God it's fading off.
Hell yeah.
Fucking Popo's fault.
Yeah. Popo's made them do it.
If you take the amount of cops that are here in this country versus what you see getting in trouble, it's a very small percentage. But, you know, they want to cry about that little small percentage.
Got your jackrabbit in the backyard?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I seen that one, but they said there's a white one there too, but I didn't see it. But I only seen it that for a short period. I haven't seen it again. But I think it's still back there because we heard something and the dog went out there.
Yeah, I probably ain't gonna tell much different on your end down there, but hell, I lost about 8 foot out of my pole there.
Damn it.
Yeah, somebody's damn near laid over it out there today. I went out there today, somebody's damn near laying plumb on the ground.
On flat side?
Hell yeah, I sit there talking skull over skip too with it. Yeah, somebody's pointing straight to the north.
Man, I ordered that box last night. They said it's going to take 3 weeks to get here.
Hell, good luck on that, because it took me a month or a little over to get my radio.
I can't believe 3 weeks from Amazon. What the hell? They must have a lot of back orders.
I don't know, I ain't never got anything off Amazon.
I bought a shitload of crap off Amazon. I've only bought a handful of shit on eBay. Well, eBay is bad, boy. That's a scammer's paradise.
I take that back. That's where this handheld come from, wasn't it? Amazon, off Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't ever order from eBay. I've heard a lot of bad things about eBay. I won't ever do that. But, you know, you would think coming from Amazon it would be faster, but obviously it's coming from China or something like that.
Somebody is selling on Amazon.
Right back your way. No, I got the Texas Star 1600. Well, dude, you got it.
Oh, Sweet 16?
That is for sure.
What'd that set you back?
I'm not going to say a lot, dude, more than I wanted to pay, but, you know, with the tariffs going in starting next week, they're saying all the electronics and wood and every damn thing else is supposed to go up in price by 50% to 100%. So if that's true and what they're saying is true, I would have paid a lot more for it than I did if I hadn't ordered it last night.
Oh, there we go. We still got some skip going on here. We still got a little bit of skip going on.
Is that a base amp?
No, it's mobile. It's just like the Texas Star, what is it, the 1200 or something like that, I think it is. It's the same thing. It's got 2 fans on it.
Hey, Roger. What does it take to run that anyway? I mean, what size power supply?
Well, I'm running 2 car batteries, so I'm hoping that'll be enough.
No.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it.
Need at least 150 amp power supply.
You know, amp-wise, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you.
I mean, I guess you could run it with 100.
100 amp power supply anyway.
But I'd start out with 150.
Even at that, I don't know if that's going to be enough.
No, 100 amp ain't gonna be enough.
Well, I'm not going to be running it on high or medium. I mean, I don't really see the need.
Well, if you're just doing radio drive, it'll be enough.
With what I have now, I should be good.
No, you'll be starving for power. Oh, it'll work. Maybe.
There's 40, I'm drawing 40 amps.
The triple chargers at
Radio drive.
batteries with ain't going to be able to keep up with it.
You'd be better off to build you a power supply or have someone build you one, about 80 or 100 amp. You're going to need bigger than that for that Sweet 16?
Well, quite honestly,
What I'm running right here is drawing 40 amps radio drive. That's about 35 watts, 30 watts peak. I put the 2x8 in here and it draws well over 100.
yeah, I know that that Longhorn RCI I want, that's rated at 75 amps on high.
Wave my hand out there, Dr. Bob.
Waving back.
Damn. He said a damn radio draws 75 amps.
Yeah, it's that one with that built-in 800 watt linear. They said on high it pulls 75 amps.
Huh. Must be some kind of power robbing magician shit going on.
I don't know. She's got several videos of it on YouTube.
Hey, I don't... Dude, if an 8-pill only draws 40-something watts, that shit in that radio ain't gonna do that unless they got some kind of fucked up shit going on.
I don't know. Yeah, I've never had one, never knew anybody that did. I've never seen one, but I had it described to me, and it's just like an 88 with a built-in booster. That's it.
Yeah, I don't want to bust your bubble, but it ain't gonna happen.
And well, I don't think they made many of those anyway.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'm only hitting like 32 amps. That's all I'm drawing, 32 amps.
Yeah, I think they only made so many of each model. They're up to like N6 or N7.
It's a special order.
8, something like that now.
Huh. It's got its own little load bank shit in there drawing amperage.
Yeah, I tell you what, Rattlesnake knows about that YouTube bullshit. It ain't gonna do 800 watts.
No, some of them MOSFET freaking things they got. I mean, they show all this big power. It's a possibility it might hit 800 on PEP. That's that truck stop watts. That's what they traumatize them old truck drivers with that shit. Look at that driver. Look at that swing. Hang on, let me reach underneath here and flip that switch. Oh, look at that driver. We got 900 out of this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's funny, but that's the truth. That's the truth. You remember that one guy come through here? Damn it, I can't remember his handle. You tried to tell him that thing didn't sound good. Next time he come through, he wasn't getting out.
Yeah, I don't know. They got a bunch of them damn Longhorn and all that bullshit. I don't know. Hell, all it is that MOSFET freaking bullshit they got in there. I'm pretty sure, and all that fly turd technology.
Yeah, let me sit here and think a minute. I remember his handle. Damn it.
Yeah, there was a CB shop up in the Polk, and I got shut down for fixing that.
Hell, I'm doing about 350 RMS out of this Sweet 16, pulling 40 amps, radio drive, and I'm not sure what that equates to at peak power, but probably somewhere around 800 to 1,000 peak.
Is that?
I guess 2.5 RMS.
Yeah, Snake, that was on 8-ball, you remember?
Yeah, I remember that stupid motherfucker. Yeah, he was pretty loud there for at first, and then I don't know what the hell happened. He went somewhere and they fucked his shit up, and then he burned it up. And yeah, that's that fucking ass clown said, well, I'm right down the street. That motherfucker wasn't even nowhere around me.
Yeah, he was old duct tape's little buddy there. Thought he'd be.
Cue ball.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That's some of them one-hit wonder people. They come in there strong, and they fall out, and they give up.
Hey, Dr. Bob.
Yeah.
You said you have a Sweet 16?
That's what I'm talking on right now.
Okay, check it out. What are you getting on low? When you hit that to low and you key up, what's the PEP on that, on low?
I don't have a peak meter over here yet, but I'm keying up 100 watts. When I key up, that's RMS, and it's swinging to about 350, maybe 375 on a good day, RMS.
Okay, that's what I needed to know right there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's radio drive only. You know, I don't have anything in the middle pushing it, so, but it's just Galaxy 99V is what I'm driving with.
Yeah, Temple.
Those are the realistic numbers. Now, you can put a 1-pill driver or 2-pill driver in front of it, and it'll look real good on peak. But when you switch it over to RMS, it'll be going backwards. It'll look good on peak, but it's actually going backwards.
Yeah, you don't want that though.
No, you want everything going forward. Only time you want it going backwards when you take your foot off the gas.
That's right.
That's why I don't like PEP. If it ain't RMS, forget it. That's the only thing an amplifier in the radio world really recognizes anyway.
Well, I'm trying my best to keep everything stocked. I mean, if I don't have to peek and tune this damn radio, I'm not gonna do it. You know, but with the power up, the power, all this, I'd rather not. I'd rather just leave everything stocked if at all possible.
Yeah, my radio's putting out 2 watts. Just regular 2 watts is what I'm keying up that amp with.
How about that being?
Letting it swing.
236 Riverside, Cal, break.
Yeah, dude. In other words, just have the radio tuned where it do about 2 watts, whatever, and then swing the rest. And then that'd be good to go.
That means I've got it over
down my radio.
Yeah, that'd be your best bet.
I'm just doing what I'm
can let it breathe better instead of being so tight when you key that amp.
I don't want it all distorted either.
And that's what we're trying to tell you to avoid.
Yeah. Well, that one guy that's shouting more.
I can't whistle right now. I'm cottonmouth.
Brother, I gotta tell you, I mean,
Damn it, get cottonmouth.
Yeah, cottonmouth rattlesnake.
I was out in the garage. I've been hanging out on 38, and that fucking goofball that sounds like old Mark Sherman. Dude, that motherfucker heard me talking to Buffy. Goddamn, just the sound of my voice, I guess, triggers him. 'Cause that motherfucker went off the rails and shit. Just blah, 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 blah. Playing recordings of Mark Sherman until he faded out.
Damn it. That's old-timer's buddy. I think Mark Sherman comes over and stays the weekend with him every now and then.
Damn it.
They get under the desk together.
Yeah, they crawl under the bed and suck each other off.
Him and that Jack Russell.
hey, did you ever pick your antenna up?
Hello. Well, Big Time showed me a picture of Patches laying on the side of the road. Looked like she just was abandoned by old duct tape.
Blow up doll, you said?
Yeah, old Patches.
Hell yeah, stupid son of a bitch. He couldn't afford a black blow-up doll, so he put shoe polish on her.
Damn, the old Krylon wore off.
Hell yeah, I got that old black. Well, it was a white blow-up doll, and he put black shoe polish on her. And put them great big old giant fucking aftermarket lips on her.
Yeah, man, that ain't so.
Yep, he wore out a goddamn can of Krylon paint painting that bitch black.
She must have blew out of the car or something. I can't believe he just kicked her out.
Hell yeah, found a Workman 1000 watt 3-to-1 switch box for $9.99.
Damn it.
You got a copy on this radio over here in California?
Then they got that Workman 2-position antenna thing. I don't know what the wattage is on that. That's like the one I got out in my garage. They want $16.99 for that one.
Well, this one I got in here, I think somebody give it to me. I don't know what the wattage, it's one of them Delta 2s or whatever. Pretty nice switch box. But I think them some of it are about $180. I looked them up.
Yeah, it's like this one I run in here, this 4-to-1. It's at MFJ 1704 shit. I think it's $100 and something.
That's fucking crazy. But I mean, when you open them up, you know, they got solid bars in there, not wiring.
Yeah, this one's just got a contact thing in there. I've already had to take it apart and fix it and all kinds of shit. Somebody's already been in there and put different ends on it and all kinds of crap. So I had to fix it because I was losing out. I was disconnecting somewhere and it was inside that shit.
Hell yeah. Ain't had no bad connection. That's like the other day when my vertical coax was all black. Hell, it wouldn't hear nothing. I mean, it's like it happened all at once. You know, I know it takes time, but once it lost contact, it was gone. Get the old emery cloth out, clean her up.
That's racist. Black.
Yeah.
Got some chrome cases, front or side, $22.99. And after a little while, they're all scratched up.
A whole bunch of hash and trash, ain't no doubt.
I think my dog just farted. He lays down here between my feet. He'll blow up a little bit and let it out real quietly.
Sure that ain't old timer over there?
Shit, you couldn't melt and pour that motherfucker over here at my house. Anybody else as far as that goes.
I don't know how long he went on last night, but I think about 1 or 2 o'clock I bailed out.
I got up and took a piss about, I think it was around 3 o'clock. He was still on here. Him and that moron up there in Edmond.
Hell yeah, they're blood brothers.
Yeah, that dude up there in Edmond, he must have done something bad to his setup because hell, I could hear him before, I can't even hear him now.
Oh, he's got that big unit installed now. He's blowing over the top of everybody.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. He's blowing his signal too far, we can't hear him.
I'm gonna call bullshit on that.
It's always been my trouble. I'm undershooting everybody.
Damn, they got these Workman 102 whips for $18.99.
I'm gonna get to put it in there tomorrow.
Did you just say 102?
It's not one of them 5 times multipliers though. It's I've got one of the 5 times multiplier in the box here. I'm trading it for a regular bird. It's just RMS and P, period.
Hey, how much is a 102-inch stainless steel whip?
It was $18.99, but it's oversized for shipping, so, you know.
Well, they really haven't gone up that much in the last 20 years because they were, I think, like $13 or something like that at Radio Shack last time I got one. Just surprised they haven't gone up more than that by now.
There's Radio Shack in Derby, Kansas, there before you get to Wichita, and can't think of the other old town. There's a Radio Shack in up there just north of the Oklahoma border, but I'd have to look it up. But it looks like one of them old Western Auto stores there in town. still in business.
I didn't even know our Radio Shack was still in business.
Yeah, they're online.
I'll have to look and see where that other one is.
Yeah, I still got an old big stick laying out here in the barn. I picked up one day around the corner out of the trash. You get all that stuff gathered up, Dr. Bob, and let you come and pick it up.
Copy that.
I don't want my one base antenna, and that's the one that's working.
All right. Yeah, that helps.
And I think I got a couple of antrons out there. One of them broke over in the wind. It's still all got the wire in it. It just needs to be fiberglass back together.
Wow, I've never even heard of one of those breaking like that before.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who brought that over and gave it to me. I think that was Gangster.
It must have been one hell of a windstorm. I've had antrons on top of Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania that didn't break.
That's Pratt, P-R-A-T-T, Pratt, Kansas, where I seen that one Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, I used to give Radio Shack a lot of business. Well, I'd go in there and just start gathering up shit and buying it. This is a good place to get coax and connectors and studio connectors.
Hell, one of the first Echo boxes I ever bought came out of Radio Shack. That black box with a slider on it with a spring in it. Then Tweety Bird or somebody came out with it.
So tell me, guys, what do you guys think about a Laser 500 anyway?
A what?
Laser 500 antenna?
I don't guess I'm familiar with that.
Laser 500. Yes, beam.
Yeah, big one. Yeah, it's 40 foot long. And
now, good luck keeping that up in there.
18 element or something like that.
Yeah, my Dr. Bob said, good luck keeping that up in the air.
It also tells you on the website it's not recommended for Oklahoma. I think the wind range on that is like 90 miles an hour or something like that.
Hell, my antenna's like 18 by 18 by 18. So, and it's and I'd say it's borderline.
You guys might remember him. He went by old man in a wheelchair out of Texas. He had a Laser 500, and he was everywhere. I mean, bad too, real loud.
Yeah. Well, I don't see no Laser 500, but they got the Laser 400, 12 element, 31 foot boom for $850.
Go.
Yeah, it's very seldom we get skip out of Texas.
Yeah, the Razor 500 is 40 foot long.
Hell, my 4-element that I got, I only paid like $100 and something for it. Hell, they're fucking $325 now.
What do they cost now? $825 more. That'd be a steal.
I told them I bought mine brand new. Bought it from the manufacturer. I didn't go through them websites.
You know, I bet the rotor for that Razor 500 would actually cost a lot more than the antenna itself, I bet you.
I know my rotor is up there. It costs more than both of my antennas is up there.
Well, I think the rotor I'm using is one I got from you, ain't it?
Hell, I don't remember.
Well, I got some tower from you, I think. I can't remember now if there was a rotor in with that or not.
There might have been stuck in there.
Yeah. I mean, we took it all apart, or I say we, Nick did. Took it all apart, went through it, and, you know, greased it up. Hell, that motherfucker's been up there 4 years, I guess.
It had a brake on it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, mine did fine until a tornado come along and stripped the motherfucker out and butchered my antennas all to hell.
Hello, everybody. Water pump to that.
No water pump.
Hey, I think I found me a tower, Snake.
Now this radio sound.
Damn it.
Down.
I think it's 25 or 30 foot. 3 poles at $100.
My base up, it's a Conic, Conic, my base.
Roger that. I got something that's got a damn good Roger piece in it.
Here for yeah, I got some power on it.
Roger that. Alright, well, I'm gonna get back quiet up here.
I'm gonna stand by and listen in. Wait for them thunderstorms to moving in. Might be tornadoes.
Oh, see, we got a big old pocket down there just southeast of Lawton coming up at us.
Best noisy I ever received.
Mine is too.
Mine ain't got that way yet.
It ain't too bad up here. I still hear a snowman.
Hell, I've got almost 4 pounds, almost 4 to 5 pound noise level.
Yeah, you get a 10-pack of 5mm slow fade for $5.99.
You'll pump if you're sitting out there at the beer joint, waving a hand.
Guess nobody sells them jeweled knobs anymore. They sell all these fucking clear LED freaking knobs.
Yeah, I'll give up. I knew a guy, he had a set of blue ones I tried to get for fucking 3 years. That motherfucker would not budge.
fucking lost the damn blue plastic jewel out of it. I don't know what the hell, but damn it. Yeah, I gotta, if I ever, probably never get my radio back, but it's got a full set on a General Lee. It's blue.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'd like to have some dual knobs, but I mean, it ain't that big a deal anymore. You know, it's one of them fads, I guess. When they come out, they look sharp.
Chrome knob. Yeah, but they wasn't no plastic shit. Well, the only thing plastic on them was that little jewel thing in it. Hell, they were, I think they're aluminum or some shit. I mean, they're not made out of plastic.
Roger. Yeah, it's that polished chrome look, you know, when you're an old truck driver, chrome, fuck it. That's like a young thing walking by showing your tits. Somebody goes by and they're showing their chrome. I got enough shit to keep clean over here now. Hey, I got a couple extra of them fan covers. Want them? They're black, but they collect the dust. And you can go over there with the shop vac when they get covered up, suck that shit right off of them.
I got some Scotch-Brite and some of that clear flex tape. Taped it on there. Yeah, it's collecting dust like a motherfucker.
Roger. Well, like I said, I got a couple extra ones. If you want them, you can have them.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know. So far it's been doing pretty good. But, I know it sure sucked a lot of dust up on there.
Well, the last time I cleaned out, well, I didn't do it, but the last time that 2-bay got cleaned, it was bad. You know, from the nicotine and all the fucking dust. He took acetone and cleaned it up. Made it look pretty goddamn good. But I put them dust vent covers on it. And so far, so good.
Yeah. I did mine when I put that Scotch-Brite over the hole. It was like a thermal blanket in there.
Roger. Well, I say so far so good. I haven't really used it much. It's sitting up in the cabinet. Hell, it's doing such a good job, I'm afraid I'm going to blow it up. So I'm just going to wait. Yeah, it'll do 800 RMS. Fucking crazy. It won't do that though when I hook that single final radio up to it, but it might last longer.
Hell yeah.
I gotta go out and check my fire. I got me a brisket going out there.
Damn it.
I think that's a pretty good price on that tire.
Yeah, if it's not rotted out and shit.
Yeah, I'm not sure how tall it is. He says 25 or 30 foot.
above my old windmill tower.
Well, the guy that's got it, that's what he was wanting to do to it, put a windmill on top of it.
No, mine's actually from a windmill. It is an actual windmill, and I just use it for a radio tower. No head or nothing up there, no more pump or water on it. The head was took off of it, but I took the pump rod and shit off of it.
Right.
I still got that original wood tackle. Hell, that damn thing was probably made in the 30s. I was out cruising one time, kind of cutting in some different ways when I was tire hustling years ago. And I came across it sitting up there, and I'm like, man, and it was out there behind an old house. It looked like it was dilapidated, and somebody had been pushing trees over to get to the house. And I seen a farmer coming down, or somebody coming down the road with a tractor, and I stopped and asked him. He goes, yeah, it's mine. I said, what would it take for a guy to be able to get that, or would you want to get rid of it? He goes, it needs to go. And he said, if you want it, you can have it. He said, I'll take it down tonight, and he said, you can come back tomorrow and get it. Well, if they wouldn't have pushed it over with the fucking dozer, I would have had all three sections, but I got the top two. Hell, that bottom would have put it another 10 foot in the air, but man, that would have been a hell of a spread.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they had one of the legs on it bent. They had three of them unbolted and then just pushed it over with the tractor and took the fucking the head off of it. So it had partial crow nest up there and still part of the armature tie-in shit, and I've got my pole run through it. So that way it just don't flop around. It survived a tornado and a few storms. The tire never moved, but it butchered my fucking antennas and shredded my fucking rotor, and it'll just free spin.
Yeah, how tall is the tower? How tall is the tower?
On mine, about 22, 23 feet. Then I've got about 6, 7 foot of pipe coming out of the top of it.
Right.
And that pipe ain't going to bend. Hell, everybody around me pretty well lost a roof. Hell, I lost a lot of mine. House behind me got completely wiped out and blowed into mine. 2 houses across the street lost their roofs. I used to have a neighbor that lived over west of me before he sold his house, and I started putting that shit up in there. He said, well, what are you going to do when the wind takes that through my roof? I said, dude, you ain't going to have a fucking roof left before that fucking tower goes anywhere. Well, years on down the road after he sold and moved out, he heard about the tornado shit, so he come up here to check on it. I said, hey, dude, remember that comment? He goes, yeah. I said, look over at that roof of that house. It's half gone, and that fucking tower's still standing. I said, what'd I tell you? I told him, man, you ain't gonna have a fucking roof to worry about, so don't sweat the fucking tower. And it's not guide wire down or nothing. It's freestanding with fucking 8 pipe in the ground, 2 on each side of each leg, or 2 on each leg. And the first ones were fucking drove in with a 30-pound sledgehammer. The others were was dug with a power auger and poured with concrete. And the concrete ones was done after the tornado. So it ain't going fucking anywhere. And it can be climbed. It's got a ladder built into it.
Yeah, when I get, or probably gonna get it. I imagine I'm gonna get it. It's got the little sucker rod deals going up each sides of it. Look like a Z kind of like going up it.
Right. Well, like this, I ain't got no 50-foot tower. It's not super tall or nothing like that. But I don't have that worries. I don't have to worry about it going anywhere because this fucking structure might fold. Hell, I think about how many goddamn bad storms the windmill will take and stand. Tornadoes hit them, blow the fucking veins off the head. But that fucking structure still stands.
You better knock on wood.
Well, I consider I've been luckier. That motherfuckers are just as tough as shit. Because what I've been through over here, and it ain't went nowhere.
Hey, that Sweet 16 was ordered through Amazon from a company called Truckers CB Shop.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Probably somebody selling through Amazon to help their marketing.
Is that a new amp or used?
No, brand new, all my stuff's new.
What they more than likely do is you ordered it, and then they're going to order it from their supplier, and then they'll get it, and then they'll send it to you.
Hell, even the guitars and amps and generator and everything, I mean, all that's still brand new.
Yeah, there's some things there on Amazon you can get option to get good used or refurbished also.
Yeah, I just don't like that refurbished crap. It's kind of like going through eBay, you know? You just never know. It's like a grab bag.
Well, refurbished means that it came back because something was boo-boo and they fixed it. And more than generally, it was whatever it was could go boo-boo on any one of them they make. And if they fixed it and improved it, well, then there you go. Like something is returned on warranty, and they just sent the people a new one, and they have those fixed, and they resell them at a lower price.
Hey, there was a base station I was looking at a little once. It's a realistic Navajo, I think. $60.
Do what now?
Yeah, I think it's called a realistic Navajo, little bitty black base station. I almost got that for $60.
Roger. The only Navajo radios I ever had was a TRC 431. It was just 40 channel AM. It was a pretty damn good radio.
Yeah, I think that's what this one was. I don't think it had sideband.
Yeah, there was a few models like that, but that 431 was, it wasn't little. I'd say it was probably 15, 16 inches wide.
Black?
God, I can't remember, black and gray base. But the cabinet, yeah, black.
Yeah.
Hell, I've got a base in there that's a fucking realistic. I can't remember the number of it. But it's 40 channel with sideband. But it lost to receive audio.
I used to have a 40 channel sideband.
Yeah, the one that I was looking at was on eBay for $60. The thing that threw me off was it showed the back of it, and on the back of the board, you know, the part that covers the back of the radio, it had a crack in it all the way down. Probably why they only wanted $60.
As long as it worked. I mean, you know, sometimes things can have a blemish but still work great.
Yeah, but I know this too from having one of those before. The backs of those are pretty difficult to crack like that. But it had to take some kind of a hard hit to do that.
You know, most of those, the back of my ever seen were metal. And yeah, it wasn't gonna crack.
Exactly. Hey, Screaming Eagle, if you're out there over tomorrow, I got something for you.
Well, I ain't heard old Screaming Eagle out there in about 10 years.
Yeah, he's a guy just getting started out. He's kind of new, barely off the ground, trying to help him out well.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, man, to help people out. We need more people on the radio.
He's a good dude. He's really down to earth, very respectful person. I think he'll match, you know, he'll fit right in. He's a good dude.
Yeah, I've gave people radios before. Then they get on there and talk to them, talk a little bit, and then next thing you know, they don't even use them.
Damn it, a joint.
Old Reed Timber's over there in Nenacall. It's going to Marlow.
Yeah, there's one showing up on the radar. They're coming up into Chickasha that started forming up. But then you go south on 81 there, and it'll take you right into that big one there just east of Lawton. That's probably where he's heading. I've got my old shit over here up and running and watching it and seeing what's going to happen. And shit down there east of Lawton, looks like you might have a little hook at the very back southeast side of it. They just crossed the lake down there.
damn, is that Skip trying to come back in there?
There's something, either that or a couple of drivers. I don't know, I'm just sitting over smoking my goddamn cherry buff runts.
Damn flat rock.
You know one thing, damn lightning strikes. Fucking lightning strikes tearing my receive up.
I ain't heard none of that yet. But of course, I'm on this piece of shit over here broke down, and you're on that metal antenna. And metal antennas will hear more of that than these fiberglass will. I know, because I ran metal antennas for years and years and years. Well, I had my penetrator up and working good out here. They shit down there coming in around Lawton or fucking Elk City, Clinton area. I could hear it fucking that far out.
Hey, Snowman, did my signal change any over there on your side of town?
I ain't been paying attention.
Yeah, I lost about 8 foot out of my pole.
Well, you still, to me, you sound like you'd always have.
I noticed my SWRs come down a little bit, not much, but they come down a little bit.
Well, it's better to fucking have your shit secure than have it flying around everywhere.
Yeah, I was talking on the flat side earlier.
Well, I think you might be better off where you're at.
Yeah, that something was laying damn near plumb down. Yeah, went out there and looked at it, it was laying plumb to the north.
Damn, you was looking over at Gary waving.
Yeah, talking to him on the flat side. Yeah, that's crazy, because they all talk Skip all over today with it like that. Went out there, old Lee come in, he said, I'll go out there and take that antenna down. He said, something's about to lay down.
Whew, boy, that tasted like lemon. I make my tea, I put ice in my cup, and I squeeze lemon. I put about a fucking quarter of a lemon into the cup and then pour my tea over it, mix it around. But I go to chewing that ice toward the end, boy, and that old lemon gets to soaking up in that ice a little bit. And boy, you get these little frozen lemonade treats.
Hey, yeah, good old stout treat, ain't it?
Oh, it's good, though. My tea's not sweet, though. There's no sugar in it.
Pewit! Hell yeah, Pewit!
I can't drink sweet tea. That stuff to me tastes like shit.
I'm the opposite then. Hell, I can't stand not having sugar in my tea. I hate that unsweetened tea.
Yeah, I've been always wanted to dance to my own fiddler.
I can't stand the smell of shit. There ain't no way in hell I'm tasting it.
That's why I don't drink sweet tea. I could make it good, though. I make the tea around here for both of us, and she was telling her sister one day, she goes, hell, I don't even make tea.
Ain't that a good guy?
She goes, hell, he makes tea. It makes it the same all the time. It's just, she goes, I don't understand it because he don't drink sweet tea.
Hell yeah.
I used to make it at home when I was a kid like that. But now there's a mine and hers tea pitcher in that refrigerator. She's got her sweet tea, and I have mine sweet. And I have me a little bowl with cut lemon in it.
Little his and hers.
His and hers, sweet tea, sour tea.
Yep. For the sweet tea, the sweetheart, and the sour tea for the sour buzz.
You don't have one of them his and her tampon racks over, do you?
No, I didn't know there was such a thing.
Well, Tim Walt says there is.
Yeah, I've seen them in bathrooms before, them tampon racks. Said his and hers.
Only I ever seen in the men's room, you put a quarter in it, and you got a little insurance policy out of it, little old long rubber thing.
Oh, that was back in the day. Nowadays, you can put a quarter in it, you'll get a tampon.
Hell, I ain't went to using those, and I ain't needed them in years.
Yeah, or you get one of them little plastic toys of some dude butt fucking some old gal.
I remember going into a bathroom in certain little truck stop restaurants, and a quarter over here you get your French tickler, one with ribs on it, and over here you get one that's supposed to feel like you wasn't wearing nothing at all. Hey, they did the job.
Well, you might get lucky and get you a glow-in-the-dark one.
Yeah, they did the job in my teenage years.
If you're so desperate you got to get a French tickler out of a truck stop bathroom, you're probably whacking off with it.
He probably is.
Put that French tickler on and tickle your hand.
I got my dick in it. For one thing, there ain't gonna be enough fucking room.
She says, stick a finger in it. Stick two fingers in it. Stick your whole hand in it. Stick your other hand in it. Now, clap.
Now, see, that might be for Jerry, because he's always talking about fucking the horse. And, yeah, he might be able to stick both forearms up in that horse.
You want to go all the way over?
You like throwing a hot dog?
Right here, you want to go all the way over?
That'd be like throwing a half cat down the hallway.
38C, I believe it is, 140.
Yeah, old boy said, hey, what are you doing in here? He said, I just fell in, buddy. Hey, if you'll help me find my car keys, we'll drive out.
Yep. One of them old things you gotta tie you to before across your ass, because you hope that you don't fall in.
Yeah, that was a joke when I was a kid. That was lame.
Yeah, I remember that's why I brought it up. It was something from way back in the day.
I gotta go out and hunt it too before I'm just gonna keep on walking. I ain't coming back.
Yeah, that's funny. We thought that was funny back in the day.
Yep. Them old men be telling us say shit. Boy, you better watch that old gal. You be looking at it too hard, you'll fall in it.
I had a girl's dad tell me one time, do you know what they do about the claps? I don't even know why he was telling me this, but he said they take your dick out, they lay it on a table, then they smack it with a rubber mallet. It's scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, I remember my dad telling us this one here. He said, always get you a 20.
That's when you get syphilis. You got to break up all that
You get a hold of
infection.
Goddamn bad.
Get it to ooze out. Or you got to hit it with a rubber hammer.
This little deal down your dick like a rotor rooter. Boy, and it hurts. Fuck, man, 10, 11 years old.
It's like fishing razor blades.
Till that filly at about 15 just kind of changed your mind, and you're like, oh, hell.
Goddamn guts come out your pee hole, looks like a placenta.
Man, I used to hear all kinds of horror stories, man.
I caught a crab one time. Just I found one crab walking down my fucking leg and grabbed that sumbitch and pinched it, killed it. 10,000 of them motherfuckers showed up at the funeral.
Damn. I guess I'll knock on wood. I ain't never had none of that shit.
Yeah, I ain't neither. I've been lucky. 'Cause hell, we used to go down to Old Mexico and go to Boys Town. That's of course, back then, they was pretty picky. I mean, you'd have to go, of course, everything costs a little bit of money. You get in there in Boys Town, go to the bar, and then you pick you out one of them fucking whores, and take you back there, and they got a nurse. She grabs your old dick and then looks at it, and inspects it, tugs on it a little bit. That motherfucker's hard as a brick bat, you know what I mean? And then you get to go off with your girl.
Hell yeah. There ain't nothing wrong with making sure your skipper's clean.
Yeah, buddy. Hell, all I had to say was, you ain't gonna check her out too?
Now they checking them guys out. They ain't got to worry about her, hopefully.
Yeah, I guess the first time I ever went to Boys Town was in Juarez. It was, I don't know, it wasn't near as fun as when I went to Laredo. Because it's like 7 or 8 miles taxi ride out to Boys Town down there in Laredo. And it's just a big block, and it's bar after bar, fucking women there, nice looking. I mean, you could, whatever you're looking for, you could find.
Oh yeah, the smorgasbord of titty, right?
Oh yeah, and it's a lot of fun, but when you don't pay them what they want, I had that one old gal down there in Laredo. She followed me all over the place that night, calling me Cheapy Skate. He Cheapy Skate. He Cheapy Skate. That's a lot of fun when you're young.
Stuck in Nevada, and they got that Mustang Ranch. And motherfuckers out there have goddamn health department checkups once a week, them old girls do. And they have a very, very controlled environment.
Yeah, I've been by that place, I don't know how many times, but I ain't never stopped.
I've been in there one time, been out there in Wales, Nevada, Winnemucca.
Oh, Winnemucca, yeah. Yeah, them old guys at Winnemucca, they'd be on the CB radio, or they used to back in the 80s. They'd be hollering to all the drivers. It was pretty comical.
Yeah, I imagine they still do. They just can't give prices out over there anyway.
Hell, 2 of the oldest professions in the world is prostitution and carpentry.
Turn here. There's that bunny ranch up there north of Vegas. Out there a ways. But yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about there at Winnemucca. And they motherfuckers, you go by there at night, boy, they're all on, sound like you're in a fucking pickle park in 1980.
And you know that's right.
Yeah, they be goddamn holding competition who's gonna get you in there.
Yep.
Three things you can do in Winnemucca: gamble, fuck, and eat.
That's it.
Yeah, you gambling when you go fucking around out there. Well, I just seen lightning up north.
I just heard it in my radio.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back out here and take a look. Shit. Hope it don't rain much. Hell, I'm out here trying to cook a breakfast.
It showed up in my camera.
It's the first one I've got come through my radio, but I heard it.
There, just went some more. Straight fucking north of me like Edmond or something, but I don't see nothing up that way. Well, yeah, there is. But fuck, that's up there north of Stillwater. Well, it looks like it's getting it on like Donkey Kong all across north of us. From Fairview, from over to Ponca City. Oh, I'd say shit. Upper Kingfisher County, just about the almost Logan County line and north. Man, that was some fucking hellacious flash. Satellite where it shows the whole west and the southwest and the south part of Oklahoma, all the way up to around, I'd say, probably close to Guthrie and everything south. That way I can see what's coming across that Red River. And one of those cell we had that was north of Chickasha is starting to dissipate as it's getting up there around Highway 9.
It's post-storm here in Oklahoma City tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, my missus said, somebody said 10 o'clock, it's 20 till 10, but it's going to be a little bit before that shit hits here. It's down there kind of east, northeast of Lawton coming at us.
Okay.
It's coming right at us.
Or something like that they were saying.
Oh, there's rain all over the fucking place, but we got one pocket that's down south.
You might not hear us out there coming up.
That's something kind of do over here. I pull up my damn radar on my laptop, and we get weather coming. I monitor and watch.
Get you some of that. You got something going on there. I'm not sure what it is. Roger beats on thing working. Kind of like you got some kind of buzz going. Yeah, did nothing but a buzz and a beep.
I think lightning done hit that one.
Don't get discouraged. Them gremlins will show up for a long time.
And they'll disappear too.
Man, your radio will keep them gremlins out. And them little bastards can still get by them.
Hell yeah, I got 3 or 4 gremlin traps around here that they don't ever catch nothing. But for the most part, they keep them scared off.
Yeah, I hear mine going off every now and then in the middle of the night, but I never catch nothing in them.
Now?
Yeah, you got it going now.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead now.
Has it got a battery in it?
Yeah, not this one here don't, but my D104 does.
How about me when I pull up?
Yeah, you might try to change the battery. Ain't no telling. But that'd be the easiest check to do first, put a new battery in.
Yeah, it's lighting over here about the captain right now. Pretty bad.
Roger.
Yeah, them dead batteries will do just about what that thing was doing.
Yeah, I had that battery in there for almost my 2 years. No, 2 years.
Yeah, it's time for a new one.
Yeah, I gotta get me another one. I'll probably get one probably Monday or something.
Roger that. Well, you got it ironed out right now. Sounds good.
10-4. I appreciate it and everything. Just trying to get out and touch somebody.
Hell yeah, you're top shelf right now.
10-4. Where that old man live? Always on the CB all the time. Where he live at?
Right there at 19th and Granada, which is just east of Martin Luther King, about a block and a half.
10-4. Where's we at? Oh, okay. She don't want to tell where we at, but if I had a landline, I'd tell you where I live at.
Oh, I'm up here by Britain and Western.
10-4.
Yeah, I'm down here on the low east end, off 35 and 44th. Sounding good down here.
We are by Kelly and 33rd. 23rd.
There you go, yeah, you ain't too far over from old idiot.
Hell yeah, you're close enough to spit.
Reach out.
Yeah, I know. He put me all the way in the red all the time now.
Yeah, you could just reach out your kitchen window and smack that fucker.
Yeah, when he's on the radio, he don't have no respect for anybody around him. He thinks he's got to hog the channel.
Yeah, that's the truth, because I was trying to talk to y'all, and he would not let me talk to y'all. And everything, and that kind of aggravation. I'll think to fix that.
Yeah, I get on to him all the time. He's always asking me to stand by for him. And most of the time I would, for a little bit. But I ain't doing it anymore. I'm gonna aggravate him when somebody's trying to talk to him. I'm just gonna plug his ears up.
I don't blame you. I sure don't. If I'm gonna get my antenna on you up probably 15 or 20 foot up in there. That's how high I got it up right now.
You don't have to do much over there to tear him up. You can tear him up with a 2-pill.
Yeah, you're pretty strong over here where I'm at.
Well, I'll put it this way. I'm using a 400 watt 6.
Yeah, I'm at Southeast 44th and Bryant. And when he keys up with you, you get right in there with him.
10-4, thank you for telling me that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I vouch that because I've heard them both ride in there.
Better be taking all over big truck.
Yeah, because you got to realize I'm out here now. I'll be out on this, beating up on this channel for the rest of my life on this channel.
There's another little boy he's a black man too, lives right down the street from old Duct Tape, 194. Now he's a damn good old boy. You couldn't find a nicer man to talk to.
Damn, boy, I got yours.
Boy, yeah, I talked to him a couple nights ago.
Yeah, thank you there, Snowman. It's 394.
10-4. Well, I'm going to go outside, smoke me a cigarette, and get medicated. Oklahoma Water Pump is standing by.
No doubt, Water Pump. Well, they call me Snowman down here on the low east end. And waving a hand at you. Sounding good.
Well, whatever Water Pump's doing, it's working, because almost every time I hear him, his signal comes up a little.
Yeah, he's definitely been a work in progress for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I can tell.
Hey, when he first got in there, hell, you better couldn't hear him. Then next time, it's a little louder, and a little louder, and a little louder. Yeah, he's top shelf.
Yeah, he's been climbing that ladder with it. Damn, that shit down there that was coming up by Lawton and now headed up there just east of Chickasha, boy. It looks like it's got a hell of a black hail core in it. Don't need none of that fucking hail shit.
Nah, I'm just squaring up.
Back up. Big old shot here.
And one of the little nephews in the family came up today in a car. I was like, God damn, I kind of wish I had.
You gotta get this shit over here beside me.
Motherfucker probably ain't 18,
What a rinse up sitting there that you decided what a rinse up. You had a rinse up.
Sometimes I don't think he's all kind of
back on up, man.
Missing a car in the deck somewhere. But he come up with this Panther format Lincoln Town Car white.
Yeah,
fucking sharp motherfucker.
You're straight with it?
I told the missus, I said, man, that kid don't need that car, man. That's, no,
I don't know. I'd still like to buy a motorcycle.
Yeah, I like my 10-gen Ford trucks, and I like them Panther format cars, which consisted of the Mercury Grand Marquis, the Crown Victoria, the Mercury Marauder, and the Lincoln Town Car. They were all built off the same.
That's what all them brothers drive. Hell, up here, one of them Crown Vics or the Mercury Marquis, they work top dollar up there in Boo Boo Town.
Dude, they're not going cheap, man. Them cars are built, man.
Where you went with a motorcycle? I thought you was blind, bud.
I'll be damned. Somebody did catch that.
Yeah, I was just going on because I already knew he told me he was blind.
Yeah, you see a blind man on a motorcycle. I can do some badass donuts, but you better get out of the way.
Hell, you might as well be blind riding one. There's a bunch of blind people out there driving cars.
Right.
Yeah, they never looked up off their phone screens long enough to drive. I told my son one day, I said, that's one of the reasons now I wouldn't want to get back on a bike. And I often thought, man, after my kids were raised and all gone from the house, I'd get me another one. But the way I see people now in automobiles, and they were bad enough fucking 30 years ago, I just declined. I'd just sooner not.
Yeah, I'd buy me a motorcycle. But I'd just picture myself at a red light, having an accident, falling over. Somebody have to get it off of me.
Damn it. Yeah, I used to run street strip bikes, race bikes. But shit, if I did today, man, it had to be a low-slung cruiser. I'm not all into that fucking going out and racing everything.
Hey, Harley Davidson came out with a cruiser, like the one Moondog was talking about. It's a battery.
Shit, I didn't know Harley had one of them suicide clutch jock shit, motherfucker. Hell, I never did. I mean, I could ride it, but I just didn't care to ride it.
Yeah, Dr. Bob, I was a bad dude back in the day, man, riding them there mini bikes.
Roger.
Yeah, that was something I'd done from my childhood, dog. My dad got us on motorcycles before I turned 5 years old. And that was something we just grew up doing. And all through my teenage years and up into my early mid-20s, but then I kind of got off of them because I'd get on that motherfucker. I didn't want to come home for a couple of days, and I didn't need to be that much of a gypsy.
Yeah, I remember when I went from a 5-horse Briggs and Stratton to a 7.5-horse Tecumseh engine. Man, I was flying low.
Damn. Yeah, my last bike, actually, I
Damn it,
Kansas with me in the back of a pickup. Got it all fired up and was fixing to go get it all tagged and shit there in Kansas. We left for the weekend, come back, and it got stolen. Someone cut the fucking chain and stole it. It was a 78 CB 750F Super Sport. It was fucking bored out, had 900 pistons in it, fucking valve job, fucking heavy cams. That motherfucker would run.
Yeah, I like dirt bikes better.
That's where we started.
Hey, you ever had a YZ80? Those were some fast little suckers there, boy.
No, we had fucking Yamaha 60s is what we started out with. Had a 4 gearbox. It was all straight down.
Yeah. I want a motorcycle, but it's got to be a dirt bike.
Hell yeah, they claim we're gonna get some hail.
Well, I am a firm believer.
We're gonna get some hail
out on the street. They need to go out and ride.
We just got put in a storm warning thing. That shit down there by Duncan and Lindsay, a piece of it's kind of going kamikaze, and it's coming up this way.
What's name?
Roger.
Oh yeah, it's coming. That's Nate.
Y'all keyed up together.
Yeah, I know. When I indeed he was talking, if I was asking what he said.
What?
Oh, I was asking what you said.
Oh, I was watching this shit. They just put us in a storm warning shit because one of them sails down there is breaking apart and doing a kamikaze shit, and it's coming, I guess, straight up to Southside Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I've been watching that on radar and getting a black core to it. It's had black core to it for that hail. And I see it where it's breaking off. It looks like it's got a little arm sticking down below it.
Well, if it's anything like our normal like storms around this time of year.
And it's got one west of it building up trying to move into it.
Weatherman gonna get everybody all wound up, and it's just gonna be rain.
Well, if nothing else, your SWOs are going to go down a little.
They got the Dominator out, so they're following it.
Yeah, mine ain't gonna change. Yeah, you say they got the Terminator out there today?
Yeah, he's live on YouTube right now, driving around.
Damn, I'm looking at some shit up at Elk City, Clinton. Boys getting a hell of an arm down on the back.
Big side tore up, dark clouds.
Well, it looks like the black core's thinning down and that arm is sucking back up to the main deal, so it may not do that. I've got my TV on 9 and got this radar up here looking at it.
Hey, Moondog. Hey, you were saying something about a motorcycle falling over. Well, Harley-Davidson has a cruiser that has automatic kickstand on it. You stop, it comes down automatically, and when you rev it up, it goes back up.
Yeah, I wasn't ignoring you there. I was getting me a beer. I need one with training wheels.
Right. Hey, they got something else for Harley-Davidsons too, but this one's for dairy, dude. They sell vibrators you put underneath the seat of the bitch seat. And when you rev the RPMs, it vibrates even more. I can see Gary with that one.
Damn it. Yeah, I can just picture him in patches riding down the highway with that, headed to Texas.
All right.
Well, I know a hard-hitting motorcycle will damn sure make a chick standing get wet.
Yeah.
Man, they always did me good.
Make your panties get wet.
No, man, her panties get wet and did good for me.
That's funny, I thought the same thing too.
Big old gas-powered vibrator. After about 20 miles, then it's like, ooh, damn, I need this took care of.
Yeah, I think I want one with training wheels and a roll bar with extra padding on it, a roll bar. That way, if I get to bouncing around while I'm tumbling there, it won't hurt me too bad.
Roger. I'm going to get me some more tea. I'll be back.
Was that system coming from the south or the north?
Yeah, it's lightning all around me. I'm sitting here looking at the shit out the window.
Well, you keep that shit over there.
Yeah, if I was to get a motorcycle, man, I'd just be sitting here, you know, just doing nothing with it like I do this damn guitar and all this other crap.
My neighbor lady used to live next door to me. She had a motorcycle. Her and her boyfriend split up. And I guarantee you, she washed the paint off of that thing out there, polishing it every other day. I asked her one day, I said, you let me take you for a ride on that thing? No, I didn't like that.
Now, my drum set's a totally different story. I play that pretty much every other day.
Sad part of it was that either one of them knew that I was serious. Yeah, she did, man. She'd get out there, polish that thing. I guarantee you 3 or 4 times a week. That's the prettiest bike you ever seen.
I could see that. Gary and his little blow-up doll on a motorcycle pulling a trailer full of tampons. I definitely got that image in my head now. Boy. I have seen some pretty damn nice bikes that pull trailers, you know, same color as motorcycle and all that. Yeah, pretty sharp.
10 o'clock smoke break.
It says coming up here, it's gonna hit Mustang and Southside, Oklahoma City, then go up to Nichols Hills and Edmond, and so I guess it's coming through here, and it's coming to you.
Hell yeah. I'll keep the light on for it. I just went out and moved the cars around. Put both the cars under the carport. We yanked the truck out there. Vulnerable.
I don't know, but I got a shitload of freaking noise in my receiver.
Hell, I'm down to nothing.
Hell, I'm looking back towards the Integris area. It's lightning like crazy over that way.
Good night. Stay home.
Yeah, I got a 0, but it's just barely moving on the noise level up here.
Go to the flat side, and I'm pointed north, and it's like real quiet. But on my ground plane, man, it's freaking noisy as shit.
Good thing I got my antenna taken care of earlier, because I don't know if it had made it tonight. It was on the flat side earlier.
Yeah, I knew you had something going on up there, because I could barely hear you.
Yeah, I could blow on it and probably fall over.
Yeah, I didn't think to go to the flat side. Being you was on the ground plane, I didn't know it laid over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, because hell, I didn't notice it till this afternoon. Hell, I talked all over Skip this morning on it.
Hell yeah, I guess only skip I did today. I talked to them guys down there in Florida for a little bit, and then I got out of here.
Yeah, I believe it's here, or it's coming. Yeah, there's the thunder.
Everybody gonna go throw the coaxes out the window. Of course, if I had to answer on 99, I would. I hear about more of them motherfuckers get hit by lightning than fucking lightning rods.
I ain't never throwed them out the window in my coax, but I've always thrown them down in the jars and just unplugged them out of the back of the radio if it gets real bad.
Throw that motherfucker in a jar, and all you done is you take a direct strike. That'd be a goddamn like a hand grenade.
Hell yeah, boom! Glass everywhere.
Hell yeah, you'd be digging shrapnel out of your fucking ass.
Yeah, I don't even unhook my shit. I just leave it hooked up. If you're gonna get hit, it's gonna happen. And if you get a direct hit on that antenna, it's coming in your house no matter what.
It's gonna come around, come in the window. It's gonna do whatever it wants to do, that's for sure. I had a friend down in Dallas, he had an Antron 99 up in his backyard. And he had a motion camera or whatever on his Radio Shack. And it pointed at that antenna. See the lightning hit it. That motherfucker disintegrated and tore up all of his appliances and the neighbors on both sides of him. He had to they had to replace the refrigerators, most of their appliances. What they get from building them houses explode.
Hell yeah, I'm hearing that lightning good now.
Yeah, I'm getting a few in here. Not any big ones, but I'm getting a few.
You go listen to that damn live stream, you're fucking just tearing me up. Getting all kinds of weird noises and shit.
God damn it. Well, I'm pointed east. But I don't think that really makes a difference. You know what I mean?
And I got some filters on and shit too to get rid of some of that. A while ago I turned all that shit off and it was bad.
I got my NOx filter on, that lightning NOx filter. So that's probably what it is.
The SDR's got 4. I ain't set them up yet. I messed with them a little bit. See if I could notch out that meth head, but it didn't work.
Roger.
Ooh, there's a fresh glass of tea with that lemon. Looks like that heavy black hail core is going to hit the west side of Oklahoma City.
You might get some of that up there, hippie.
Roger.
Whoa, boy, that lit everything up. Boy, I heard the hellacious splashes, too. Now that big hail core is moving over toward Mustang. one's fixing to get hit out there with that heavy hail.
It's heading this way, too.
So the heavy hail is out, going to be west of town. It's not over us. Now, we're going to get some rain on that shit, but that big heavy hail, big hail, is going to be just west of town there a little bit.
Hey, did you hear about that damn earthquake, 7.7?
Yeah, some say 7.7, some say 8.2, so hell, it's hard to believe which one, but yeah, it's still bad.
I know when it hit Bangkok at 7.4.
Well, last I heard yesterday early, they had over 1,100 dead.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit before they get the whole total, the total on that, you know? Yeah, a lot of strange things been going on in this world the last few years, that's for sure.
Kind of hooked at the Maysville going toward Wayne.
Hey, let me share a little something with you. I'm kind of wondering about something. Gary, do you know what he was saying last night on the radio could have actually got him arrested?
Do what now?
What Gary was saying about the governor last night could have got his ass put in jail.
Oh, I know.
Why he's not there already is totally beyond me.
Crazy fucking sick dude. He needs to die out. He needs psychological help.
Well, brother, I've actually heard him say he wanted to shoot the president in the head. I mean, Secret Service is going to sneak in on him. I mean, if they haven't already.
Damn. Well, it's on that live feed recordings.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe they've just been checking him out for he's too damn scary to fuck with.
Well, he is being watched. We know that.
Yeah, after making comments like last night, I can definitely see why.
No, there's been a couple incidents. Cops have been involved in shit, and they know all about the the live feed on the YouTube and listening to that and shit.
Yeah, it's lightning like a motherfucker. I'm looking at my camera, hear that thunder. That, it's kind of spitting rain over here now.
I know I was over dancing with the devil, it was lightning, and I was still keyed down talking.
Yeah, over in Bolingbrook. I can't never remember your numbers. What are they again?
Yeah, I'm going to go by Pops. That's my name anyway. Everybody calls me Pops, so it's just easier. But yeah, 102.
Hey, I'll think of your handle. Just give me a minute. You'll like it.
Well, I was thinking about going with Roadkill, but that gives me gas. Then I was thinking about Smart, but I didn't want to leave a trail, so I'm not really sure which way to go.
Well, I'm pretty good at coming up with handles. Let me think about it.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a joke, by the way.
Not being tacky, but Hawkeye.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, I thought about Cyclops, but, nah.
That's a good one, too.
There's already a Hawkeye, but he ain't down here, though.
How about Titty Town?
Maybe, Big Daddy Hungwell, but that would be a lot.
Yeah, we got to come up with something easy to remember. But hey, you sound like you're gonna be out here a while, so we got to come up with something good.
Whoa, there's a good one.
What's it? Hell yeah, I like that.
Here comes the bundler.
Sundance, 102.
Yeah, I've gone by the same handle since my daddy gave it to me when I was 9.
Yeah, it's about when I got mine, Sundance.
Yeah, I like Sundance. That's a good handle.
And believe me, being called Snowman, I've heard all kinds of shit.
The Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like a pretty alright guy. So, yeah. I kind of enjoy you being out here, bud. You'll get lagged out before it's over. I know we give you a lot of crosswires or you're thinking, but hey, I don't know much about them amps, but I guarantee you Rattlesnake does.
I'm just my second try. I'm trying really hard to make a good one because I got rocked in my first one. So I'm just trying to have fun and joke around, and sometimes I go out of line and say things I shouldn't jokingly, but just hope nobody takes offense, man. I'm just a joker is all it is. I'm just a natural born smart ass.
Yeah, I'll tell you about Rattlesnake. You could be talking shit to him back and forth, and then I guarantee you, if you got a radio problem, he'll set you straight on it and be honest with you. Even if he don't want to talk to you otherwise, or you know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Yeah, I've been listening and getting to know people a little here and there, and I like you guys, man. I think you're decent. You have a lot of fun out here. It passes time, you know.
Hey, if you ain't having fun with your radio, you're using it wrong.
Honestly, before I even got back into the CD, I sat here for at least 2 to 3 months listening to you guys out there talk. So I kind of, got used to you before I even got on the radio. But I have to realize I'm the new guy, so y'all have to get used to me now, you know?
Yeah, don't worry about it. You're cool. You're not a smart ass. You just You just asked a lot of questions, and there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Well, honestly, some of those questions I already knew. I was just kind of, fishing. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. There's nights I'll be a smart ass, and there's nights I just like shooting the bull. But depends on how much beer I'm drinking.
But you asked about Snowman and Snake and the radios. Well, I've been around enough to know that what they're saying is true because I've done this shit myself my whole life. So, some things we say are meant the same way, but we just say them different.
Well, they won't tell you nothing that they haven't experienced themselves. I guarantee you that.
Well, here's a prime example of what I really mean. Okay, in the South, your submarine sandwich is called a submarine sandwich. You go to Philadelphia, New York, it's called a hoagie. It took you 2 minutes to figure that out. I didn't want to sound stupid.
Hey, I gotta step out. I gotta see what the hell my dog's barking at. Old dog tape may be trying to sneak up on me.
Oh, hell.
And by the way, duct tape, where the fuck was you at this morning? I waited for you till 2 o'clock at the flea market.
That's probably why he ain't on here tonight.
Yeah, if he come out there, I didn't see him. I was checking out every old part that come in there, black parts. I even made a report to say, hey, how's it going?
Hell, he's probably still out there waiting for you.
Probably.
Bed slobbering on himself.
That's the way I met old Driftwood. He walked on me out there at the flea market. He walked up to me and said, hey, you moon dog? Kind of looked at him a minute, and I said, I don't know if I am or not.
I did that to somebody one day. It was a storage place up there. I talked to the lady, and I walked in there, and I said, you such and such. She looked at me, and she was, who wants to know? And she had this fucking bewildered look. I said, I just talked to you about a storage unit. She started laughing. She goes, God damn. So the last time come out and asked me that, who I was, they served me papers. I said, well, I ain't going to serve you papers.
Yeah, old Driftwood, he got a kick out of that, I think.
Yeah. Maybe you might get some of that hail up there. You might.
Yeah, guys, know this, man. I'm not a threat to anybody. I'm not in competition with nobody or anything like that. I'm just trying to pass time and have fun.
Hell, that's the way I am over here. I'm just going to be me, because everybody else's spot's taken. I got to be who I am.
Exactly. It's hard enough to be me without trying to be somebody else.
Hey, I'll talk shit to you, and we can talk with each other. And by God, we can be eating a barbecue dinner tomorrow night together.
Yeah, every one of us out here, we might not agree about something, and we shared our disagreement moments of how we didn't agree about it, and then 10 minutes later, oh shit, we'd be talking about something else.
Hey, Snowman, do you remember that guy that was out here raising hell one night, and he was up in my yard, and he got chased away by my brother? Do you remember that?
Nope. I probably wasn't out here.
It was either Snowman or Rattlesnake, and I think Two Dog was out there too. But yeah, he ain't been on the radio since.
Was he drunk?
No, he was just some Billy badass, thought he was running something.
I wonder if it was them two dipshits from around that trailer park over just the other side of Eastern.
Yeah, I think it was them. I think it was one of them anyway.
Yeah, I don't remember. No, I don't remember.
Yeah, they was well, I wasn't out here when that happened, but yeah, I know which idiots he's talking about. That little trailer park on Foster Road, right there before you hit 59.
Well, it strikes me as funny. I mean, as far as I know, we didn't have anything to do with him going off the radio, but it's kind of coincidence, I guess, maybe.
Them motherfuckers, some of them ones that get on there and got half fucking drunk, got some little fucking trailer park bitch sitting in their lap and they want to look tough because they ain't nothing.
Well, they're only a stone's throw away from where I am, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just north of you. Pretty much straight north of you. Do what?
North of that trailer park. Put it this way, I can throw a rock and hit the Dollar General.
Well, then you're further down 59th then. There's a Dollar General just this side of Bryant there on 59th. There's a Dollar General down here on 44th Street between Eastern and 35. I'm back there behind it.
Yeah. Well, I know this one up there is a Dollar General because it's still got my face print in the front door.
Yeah, you must be over between Eastern and Bryant then. Because the only Dollar Generals are on 59th or at 59th and Santa Fe, between Shields and Santa Fe there, which is east of 30, or west of 35, west of Shields. And then a Dollar General down here on, before you get to Bryant, just west of Bryant on the north side of the road on 59th. And Valley Brooks between Eastern and I-35 south of 59th Street.
Oh yeah, it's coming right at Hippie.
Yeah, we're just gonna get some light rain over here. We're just kind of separating a little bit.
Yeah, it's just spitting sprinkles over here.
Yeah, just enough to make the fucking concrete look wet out here, and that's about it. One way I was looking, we was going to get a Katie bar of the door, and then it just kind of did that thing, kind of did its break off. But that shit over west of Clinton, boy, it was west of Clinton. It's getting a hell of a long arm on it now, kind of going east-northeast, but it's back east of Clinton now.
Charge it to the dust and let the rain settle it.
Somebody give Gary a bar of soda.
Track shit they're showing here on Channel 9 is going west of us, going northeast, and then southeast of us going northeast. So we ain't getting none of that hail over here. Which I'm all good with that. Yeah, it can be just like it is the rest of the night. I'm good.
It stays like this, man. This is nice. A nice breeze blowing through up here and everything.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, and that shit that's out west of us is trying to branch a leg off further and further south. And if that keeps doing that, we might get something.
Open and close it. Say about a daughter, let's go.
Yeah, I'm getting lots of lightning strikes up here now.
There's some more guys out here that bullshit around.
Yeah, it's coming right at you.
Interested in the CD, so it does.
Hell yeah, I got the light on for it.
One day I won't be here, and I'd like to be able to know that I at least showed somebody the knowledge that I have to carry on, you know.
Well, old Camel Man, you don't know of him, but old Camel Man always said, who's going to fill our shoes?
You know, that's funny. George Jones said that too.
Yeah, I always remember Camel Man always saying, hey, Snowman, who's going to fill our shoes? I'm like, man, I don't know. But actually, he's right. Who is going to fill our shoes? Once our generation's gone, where is it going to be? I mean, we got a little handful of some of the ones that are in their mid-late 30s or whatever and shit, but there ain't that many of them.
Well, I'm 28 and I carry on the old school traditions.
Well, we're talking about old bass radio people, locals around here and shit.
Well, I'm so old now, I just want to be buried with my wooden underwear, but I want to leave the radio to somebody that knows how to use it, you know?
Right. Or worthy enough to have it without just
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, you got the nickels and dimes. And that's right over in your neighborhood.
Yeah, I just seen that coming right at me.
Well, get your trash can lid out. Hold it above your head.
Yeah, and then you look like one of them little China boys running around.
I figured that shit was gonna hit right over here, but stayed out west.
Yeah, I was watching that too, coming up this side of 40, the south side of 44.
I'm gonna go out there and put some more wood on the fire so I don't have to do it in rain.
I'm going more over to.
Yeah, put your hard hat on.
There, that one just broke. Well, it broke off by itself, but that heavy black core, that hail, hell, it's now skating in the far northwest area. It barely got the ground wet over here. But boy, I was thinking there for a while we was gonna get a hell of a lations of it. Cause I called the boy and said, hey man, get somebody get them dogs in. We got a hell of a storm coming to be here in about 15, 20 minutes. And that shit after that, man, it just kind of separated and went around us.